I'm the director of Jokes on You.
I am the producer on Jokes on You.
My job is to carry around this clipboard and to make constructive suggestions to the various crew members.
I'm the, gaffer. In some circles it'll be called a lighting director.
I'm DP of this here shindig.
I'm basically in charge of all the lighting that you see. No, that sounds crap.
My job and role on the production is production designer, which involves designing and building the sets.
My job on this production is basically to put all the lighting equipment together and then assemble it in a situation where it's best for photographic uses. Sounds crap too.
And I'm operating the roving camera during the shows.
I'm just a lighting guy.
We've been working on Jokes on You for about the last 14 months.
It's been a long journey to get to this point.
And we're pretty happy that we're in production now.
We've been shooting non-stop for the last 4 days, and the last day and a half's been in studio.
We wanted to make this feel like it's a real comedy club.
By really styling it, so it's not like you're at a festival. It's well and truly like you're in a small room.
The challenge was to construct this nightclub in a studio that's not actually a nightclub.
It's all about the production design to create this aesthetic. We've taken our lead from some pretty famous real-life locations.
I looked at a lot of existing footage, such as there's an old film called Lenny.
The production designers have done a great job in making it look like that.
We had to change a few things. For instance, these tables here, they were originally underneath this is just contact over them to make them grey. They were originally like stainless steel, which is going to reflect too much light.
We've actually got brickwork that's been built, so it looks like it's quite rustic and old and dirty.
We thought that the brick wall texture really added a lot to it. Also the smoke, we're putting that in.
With smoke machines to give an atmosphere.
I know no one smokes in clubs anymore.
I wanted just a little bit of atmosphere to see the shafts from the lamps, the shafts of light, and to kind of close in the space a little bit so that you can't see too far into past the people, you know. Just give it a bit more of that kind of club feel.
And hopefully we've achieved that. I mean, you know, if you turn around that way, you can see that we're in a television studio. But forward of the edges of these curtains here, it feels like a real comedy club. Even when Eddie walked in onto the stage the first time, he sort of looked around and said, "Oh, hey, this is great."
The set, it reminds me of my creepy uncle's basement.
He said, I've worked this gig before.
No, the set does remind me of a stand-up comedy club in New York City. It's got everything. It's got there's a few blood stains.
There was a million logistical considerations for this. Number one was continuity. Essentially, we're trying to create a seamless show.
While we're shooting over 2 days in studio, we need to make sure that the first shot that we shoot is going to match with the last shot that we shoot.
We have 3 static cameras during the shows, with a little bit of panning and tilting on a couple of them, and we've got a fourth camera, which is me with a small set of sticks, just moving from one side to the other, getting crowd stuff, extra angles on Eddie.
One thing that was key to keep the performance from one night to the next for, you know, obviously all production, was to ensure that we had, firstly, the best continuity person possible.
Keeping everything as identical as it can be throughout these 2 days, which is quite a challenge with people moving everywhere, live studio audiences coming in and out, and Eddie obviously performing his material.
And the other thing is smoke, which Jagger or Brian and Adrian are looking after, which last night I thought was so consistent.
So we're constantly thinking about, can this hang together to create an experience that feels like it's rolling out live before the audience's eyes? And then we're hoping that makes you feel like you're sitting right there in a small club in New York.
I think what really kind of sells that is shots of people reacting at the moment the material's coming at them.
We had to get a live audience because to obviously get out a live performance, you need to have a live audience there for a reaction.
The more they use the stuff in the edit of people laughing out in the audience, the more live it feels. Wrangling as many people as we can for the shoot was definitely one that was tough. The presence of the crowd, the way they're also you know, feeding energy to Eddie, because it'd be you know, he wouldn't be able to do the show in an empty space. There'd be nothing for him, you know. There'd be no energy for him. So you hear the people laughing. The energy feeds Eddie, and also we see them, you know, in the cutaways.